And we are back here at 7:35 on KFYO Mornings with Matt and Dave. And as promised, in the studio, live and in color. And boy, I do mean in color. That is one red shirt. I'd like to know where you got that.
Shirt. Under Armour shirt.
I got to get me one of those.
I got it at...
I like that.
I got it at our good friends at Cardinals.
There you go.
Good store.
Texas Tech Red.
Texas Tech Red.
It's real red. That's just, we're talking about...
They had a big shindig over the weekend or so. I think they had a different radio station
Eddie
out there,
McBride, the CEO of the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce, is with us this morning.
Dave, Matt, good to see you guys this morning. Y'all got everything hopping already.
Oh, my word. I tell you, our text lines are burning up. This is... The people, when you start talking about their money and their taxes, whoo, everybody has got an opinion. And about half are hating on the judge this morning, and the other half are hating on Corley and Shea. I don't know.
Well, that's what happens in politics. You get people, when they draw sides, you get people picking sides. So that's
and you
the
got
political
one side
game.
that says this, another side says the opposite, and you don't know who is being truthful.
And then you trust folks that what they say is true, and then if you don't think what they say is true, it might not be because they're not telling the truth. It might be because they are not fully aware and sure of everything they're doing. That could be both sides of this the same. Yeah, first time these three folks have done a county budget.
It's like
it's great debate. Great debate.
Like I said earlier, I've known Curtis for a long time. I know him to be very truthful and trustworthy. However, I'm not taking sides on this issue because I don't know all the facts.
Well, I just wish that they could vote is what I wish, because if there was truly somebody not telling the truth, it's a good way to find out when they actually call the vote.
Yeah.
Well, is this? Do they not have a first and second reading on this?
Yeah, I think yesterday was going to be the first reading. The next one was going to be the second.
Because the reason why I'm asking is, if I don't know if I understand all the politics behind it, but my understanding is if they didn't walk out on both of these, then it would be the original rate wouldn't be brought back to the effective rate.
No, I understand that if they don't vote. From what I read in the paper, and really this is the first time that I've ever heard this, so this is new ground for a lot of us to understand. From what I read in the paper and from what I understand from the conversations is the fact that if there is no vote, then the effective rate is what is automatically adopted.
Eddie, tell me now, is the chamber taking an official? I mean, do you have a dog in the fight? Are you taking? Are you taking a position on this as a chamber?
We want them to pass the budget that is the most effective budget for the county and their operations. And last year they passed the effective rate, no matter if it was done politically. It seems like this year, from what I can understand, the intent of all 5 commissioners were to pass the effective rate in yesterday's vote on the agenda as the effective rate. And they had previously all agreed in work session that they were going to pass an effective rate. So yesterday, to me, when Chad and Jason decided to walk out, it didn't allow that hand to be played out. So now we don't know if the other 3 were actually going to do something different, which I don't know why they would if they said they were going to pass the effective rate. Seems to me now that this is just a little bit. Now I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to see. If they were actually going to try to pass a standard rate, then Chad and Jason could have voted against it, which would have sent a strong signal in that respect as well. So I really don't think they did their job by walking out. I would have rather have seen them vote that way if they could have voted for an effective rate if that's what they passed. But now we don't know. We'll see what happens on the 23rd.
Well, this thing is going to play out over time, and it's going to be interesting to see how it does so. I'm concerned that they're creating maybe potentially unnecessary friction among the group.
They've already done that. I mean, that's obviously what they did yesterday. And y'all talked about when the state legislators, when they left, once they went to New Mexico. I think the Democrats went to New Mexico and the Republicans went to Oklahoma. It's a shame. Well, I better shut up. I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, you have to be more diplomatic when you're head of the Chamber of Commerce. What is going on at our award-winning, fabulous Lubbock Chamber of Commerce nowadays?
Well, we're finishing up Leadership Lubbock applications. We're judging them now, so we ought to, a week or so after all the judging is done, announce our new 2020 Leadership Lubbock class, and then also we're reviewing the nominations for the top 20 under 40 young professionals. So that'll be announced in a couple of weeks as well. So those processes, I think, are really
is it
important.
too late to?
Yeah, those are already done.
They're already sealed.
Yeah, they're in the judging process even as we speak. So I hope all the folks who submitted applications have best of luck in the judging process. And so I think that we got very good responses on both as far as Leadership Lubbock applications and the 20 under 40 nominations. So happy to do that, because two great programs, recognizing the young professional is huge to show. People say our future leaders. A lot of these folks are our current leaders in our community as well. So, and we got just a lot of stuff up and coming. We have the barbecue. I brought y'all some tickets for y'all to give away later, so
we'll
keep you posted about that.
Sure, we're going to give those away, aren't we? Sure, yeah.
I'll bring
that's the ticket.
And another big event that we have coming up that we want people to know about.
Don't run off on the barbecue now. Are we talking
October 10th at the fairgrounds?
At the fairgrounds. This will be the second year for the fairgrounds.
That's second year, and it worked out so well last year. Parking and entry and the teams getting in and out and the people getting in and out. It really aided it. I hated to move from downtown.
Yeah, there's about 500,000 people showed up.
Oh my gosh,
I was there.
7,000 plus people, and we're expecting an even bigger crowd this year. So one thing for sure is that obviously it's a fun time. I mean, I really appreciate the teams that come out and cook and prepare meals for everybody.
You're going to have enough teams to provide that much.
So far, and we're going to study it even more closely this year to see exactly where we need to grow and everything else.
Did you run out of food last year?
There are some teams that ran out of food, yes, sir, and some that did not. So what we need to do this year is do a better job of measuring all those logistics and everything.
Now, let me ask you this: does the chamber have a team that barbecues out there?
No, I don't want to win my own barbecue.
No,
Matt.
Not for a competition, but just to say, hey, the chamber's got some stuff going on over here as well.
I think there's 84 teams that are signed up, and all 84 of them are chamber teams. So there you go. How about that? Representing their business as well.
I meant y'all's your actual.
It's like our
worker.
golf team.
Yeah, y'all have an actual chamber team.
We used to have an award when we did our golf tournament for the last place team, and so the chamber team won it several years in a row. So we don't have a chamber team playing golf anymore because they think that we're doing it just to win that award.
Well, for those who are not, this barbecue is something really, really special.
It's a lot of fun. It really is.
Well, it's just one of those things. You're going to get to experience some fabulous barbecue. You can go in there and you can test all you want.
Yep.
And it's just really quite an event.
Yeah, it is.
You will not leave hungry, that's for sure.
No, you know what's the three best things about living in West Texas is beer, barbecue, and music. So we got entertainment. We have Cole Barnhill and Hannah Jackson. So guaranteed to entertain everybody.
Woo.
So I'm looking forward to
Hannah Jackson.
Yeah, looking forward to having them perform, and it's just an overall. And the cook-off portion of it is a lot of fun too. People really want to win that award, So and it's fun. I mean, it's not a sanctioned event, so it's not. It's competitive, but it's not something that obviously people have to worry about. And everybody really looks forward to having an award that they get presented from the barbecue. So it's a fun event on October 10th out at the fairgrounds. Tickets right now are $25 pre-sale. The pre-sale tickets end Wednesday, October the 9th, the day before the barbecue. And so at the gate that day, that'll be $30. Kids are $6 to $10 or $15, and 5 and under come in free. So it's a good family event. A lot of fun for everybody else.
Okay, let's take a quick break, Eddie, and we'll come back and talk about other events that are coming up with your Lubbock Chamber of Commerce here on KFYO Mornings with Matt and Dave after this. And we are back, 95.1 FM, 790 AM, KFYO. And again, Eddie McBride, the CEO of the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce. We spend a lot of time talking about the barbecue. That is your big event every year, and thousands of people will go to the fairgrounds October 10th.
Thursday, October 10th, 5 to 8 o'clock out at the fairgrounds.
But we spend a lot of time talking about that. Well, the Chamber does a whole lot more than the barbecue.
Yep. We have another lunch that we just had a very successful legislative appreciation lunch for Senator Perry and Representatives Frulo and Burrows, and I think they did a wonderful job of explaining the process not only for the vet school and the dental school, but also Dustin did a tremendous job of explaining what he did in the property tax arena with House Bill 2. So And John was very appreciative of everything that was gone through the entire session. So it was a great opportunity for that audience to be able to hear them. And there were some questions asked, and Chancellor Mitchell did a wonderful job patting them on the back as well and talking about what an important role they played. But on the next event we have is Tuesday, September 24th. We're going to have the State of the Texas Tech University System lunch, where Chancellor Mitchell and President Skubanek will express what the current status of the university is, and even talk about going forward, what they see for the university going forward, the system. So that's a very good luncheon because, again, it'll be a great opportunity to hear about the most important, largest regional economic engine that we have in West Texas, being Texas Tech University. And, of course, we have such a great relationship with them, so it's good to have
the largest economic engine
in West Texas, absolutely.
Does they have, like, what, over 8,000 people
It does not account for
largest
agriculture.
employer,
Okay.
largest employer. Not only that, but the impact they have on agriculture, the impact they have on medicine.
Oh, there's no question about that.
Now, don't forget, it's not just Texas Tech University. It's the Health Sciences Center. It's Angelo
absolutely.
State. It's all the other. It's the dental school in El Paso. It is a huge, wide-ranging impact that they have on Texas.
There's no doubt.
And the country and internationally as well. So
and getting bigger all the time.
Yeah, you pinch, Texas Tech and Lubbock hurts. So that's why it's really good things any good things that happens for Texas Tech is going to be great for Lubbock. There's no doubt about that.
Sure.
So we're really looking forward to the presentation that the Chancellor and the President does, because obviously we need to know what they're doing as well, so that the community can not only help support them, but be there to do whatever we can to assist.
It seems to me, and tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me like Tech and the city are getting along and sharing and rooting for one another more than I've ever seen them in all my years.
I've been here since 1996, and I've been involved in both stuff that goes on campus and stuff that goes on in town, and this is the best relationship between the city leadership, elected officials, and the business community, and Texas Tech, the leadership and administration that I've seen since I've been here.
I think the Chamber of Commerce has a lot to do with that.
Well, we just facilitate. We're there to support. We lead where we need to, and we support where we must.
And it's always very, very positive.
With this vet school, it seems like to me, at least, that the state of Texas stood behind Texas Tech against Texas A&M in a way that you haven't seen the state of Texas do either.
Yeah, and I think all in all, A&M put up a good fight, obviously, but it goes to show you that what Tech was doing in support of both rural vets as well as large animal vets, you could not do it at Texas A&M. And I don't care how many years you give them to try to ramp it up. They've had the chance, and they never have been able to do just that. So I think Texas Tech has the opportunity to not only do something that's going to be proving them right, but also is going to be in the best interest of the state of Texas. Yeah. Very proud of them.
Coming up on the end of the show, Eddie, what else we got there that we haven't got to yet?
Want to remind everybody that our young professionals, I talked about the awards, but the young professionals meet on the 17th next Tuesday. They're going to meet over at the Texas Tech Club, and they're going to be doing a Wine and Wisdom event. So they're going to...
Now, the wine I got, the wisdom, I'm sure.
Well, if you drink wine, you've got a lot of wisdom.
Well, that depends.
Or if you need some wisdom, drink some wine. I mean, it's going to be an event that I think from a social opportunity and a learning perspective, I think they're going to be talking about wine pairings and things of that nature. But nonetheless, young professionals are a good group. If anybody's interested in it, please call down to the Chamber at 761-7000 or go on our website at lubbockchamber.com, and you'll get plenty of information about young professionals as well. Next Thursday, a week from this Thursday, we're going to go to Abuelo's for our business after hours, sponsored by First Bank and Trust.
Okay.
So we got a lot of great things coming up. So thank y'all for letting us expose it to you.
You guys always do, Eddie. We've run out of clock.
I figured that.
So always glad to have you out on your monthly visit.
Appreciate y'all giving us a chance to be here.
You guys doing great.